Amigos de Televisa Univisión TUDN con Anthony Joshua, que es el estelar de la cartelera del 23 de diciembre. Anthony Joshua, thank you for these minutes for Televisa Univisión. How are you, champ?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you, champ. So tell me about 10 years as a professional boxer. How is the trip nowadays?
It's very tough, but I feel I am still dedicated, very motivated, and I'm giving my best because 10 years has gone so quick. So while I'm still fighting, I want to be the best version I can be.
Champ, tell us about Otto Wallin, making an analysis about his last fights, Murat Gassiev, and maybe his most important fight against Tyson Fury. What is your analysis about Otto Wallin?
Otto Wallin is a southpaw, so it's not something that fighters that are orthodox we face every day in the gym. So he's very tricky, so we have to be very clever because they punch from different angles. Otto Wallin has a character which is very resilient and he's very determined. As we saw against Tyson Fury, Otto Wallin is conditioned to do the 12 rounds. He can box on the back foot and he can come forward. So I would say he's a well-rounded fighter and a good competitor to bring the best out of me.
An active 2023 champ for you. This is going to be their third fight. Robert Helenius, how was the fight? And what do you learn about that fight with Robert Helenius? And obviously in this year, in 2023, what do you learn about that?
That one has to learn how to adapt in the fight. Robert Helenius was a late replacement, so I had to adapt quickly in terms of my approach because the guy I was fighting was completely different. So I'm able to adapt, which I'll need to do in this fight due to the fact I'm fighting a southpaw. I have to adapt my angles and everything I'm doing. So I'm showcasing I'm able to adapt and still be victorious.
Now with a new trainer, champ, tell us about you. You were training in Las Vegas and then you were training in the UK. Tell me about your new trainer, Derek James. How was the training camp and how is being part of with Derek James?
So Derek James is a phenomenal trainer. I rate him and respect him highly. He has some good team in terms of Errol Spence, Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia. I have so much respect for him and yeah, I rate him a lot.
Champ, almost getting to the last round of this conversation. First, being here in this card, in a historic card with heavyweights, what does it mean for you? Well, returning to Saudi Arabia, but what does it mean to have this great card with heavyweights, super middleweights? What does it mean for you?
It's the best card in history. This is going to be one that people will talk about for many, many years to come. And I'm glad that we can get this fight announced. It was a short time, a short turnaround, but I think it's one that's going to be special. And thank you to His Excellency Turkey, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, MBS for hosting us. It's appreciated. And if you're at home on the 23rd of December and you're looking for something to do, you're tired of the Christmas films, make sure you tune into this fight live on DAZN. It's going to be one to remember.
The final one, champ. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. What is your opinion about that fight?
I think it's going to be a great fight. It's obviously two of the best heavyweights currently. And I would lean towards Usyk being victorious because of his mindset and his character.
Anthony Joshua, thank you so much for these minutes for Latin American people. Televisa Univisión. Gracias, champ.
Thank
We are
you.
going to stay tuned.
Thank you.